I got a request from my viewers on how to make kata more practical. How is it practical? It's very, very useful because what you don't realize is that through training good posture, through training inner strength, you start to give out signals to potential attackers that you are not an easy target. For example, if you were sitting and having a coffee in your favorite coffee shop and just chilling out, and you feel, sometimes you can feel it, right? You can feel that someone is watching you and sizing you up and potentially looking at what sort of person you are in terms of victim or someone who might fight back, then they're less likely to target someone who is very much in control of their emotional state, sitting straight and oozing the energy of confidence and self-worth and strength. And that's what training on the mat does. It gives you the inner strength to keep your head up. When you practice kata, I've seen a lot of students with their head down and practicing kata, kind of counting and thinking about it as a dance. Have they done the move correctly or not? That's wonderful. But then what you want to do is get to the stage where you are using it not just to strengthen your physical body, but to strengthen your mind and every single aspect of yourself. And so let's think of that scenario. Let's think of sitting in a coffee shop and sitting and actually feeling or seeing a couple of people looking at you and staring at you. Now, what is normal eye contact? Normal eye contact doesn't last very long. You know, if you're just staring someone out like this, constantly looking them in the eye, that's not normal unless you're doing something like eye gazing, which is the in vogue therapy at the moment to bring up emotions and to connect at a deep level with someone. But if you're doing that, that's fine. But normally, someone who doesn't know somebody else would not be staring at them like that. A lot of criminals do that to size you up and to, one, look at what you've got and what they could potentially get from you, and two, to assess you and to check whether you are a predator or prey or someone who will fight back. So what do? You've got to acknowledge that. The moment someone is staring you out like that, if you're real far away from them, try and get away. Acknowledge the fact that that person is not particularly looking out for your best interest. So make sure you take another route. Or if you're stuck in a confined place, then do not put your head down and try and walk away and try and see them with your peripheral vision. I understand the fear and the anxiety that you have, right? But you must acknowledge, you must keep your head up, look back. Okay, so somehow just look back for a little bit and then look straight at whatever it is you were doing. Maybe it's drinking your coffee, conversing with a friend, or perhaps working, but don't shrink like this. Don't look away quickly. Otherwise, that is sending a signal that you are fearful. And you don't want that. As you walk past these people on the street, if you're cornered, then make sure that you walk boldly with strength, with energy inside you, not as if you're walking around aimlessly and waiting for something to happen. All right. So that's very, very important. And the next thing I'm going to really tell you, and again, this is for those who believe that kata has no use. Kata is not just about bunkai or applications. Kata is not just a dance. Kata is not just about physical strength. No, kata is a chance for you to visualize things and visualize and imagine all these scenarios. When you get better, you can do that. When you're learning it, a lot of people who tend to dislike kata with a passion saw it as something no more than a dance or a routine that they had to practice, or they just couldn't learn because it was so complex. And that pickiness that your shifus and senseis had about kata and Tao Lu would irritate you. But it's about being able to master those emotions and understand them. And even that pickiness and irritation has its place in creating strength in you, strength to be able to function with any emotional state, whether it's fear or resentment, the fact that someone is being picky, or even anger, whatever emotion, you're still able to function and function in such a way that you ooze the energy of confidence, strength, vitality. And this goes hand in hand with other things like taichi, Tao Lu, and the Kung Fu and Gong Fu Tao Lu, which, again, the softer, soft-like movements in Tai Chi teach you to continue moving regardless of what emotional state you feel inside. And that is really powerful training. So whether you feel someone standing behind you or you see someone looking at you, remember, to train this, you need to either pressure test it in the dojo through acting and simulating, which is not always possible, and work, studies come in the way sometimes, lockdowns, all sorts of things. So you still need to be able to train, because an attack can happen very quickly out of nowhere. And that's why the kata trains quick, responsive movements from a natural stance. That's why in Tai Chi, we learn to go with the flow and then redirect energy. And the same goes with very specific forms of Gong Fu. Or the yang way, the strength, the powerful way, like Tiger Kung Fu, teaches you to break through, just like Shotokan Karate, break through any barriers in your path, including the energy of fear and anxiety. So if you like these more philosophical talks, then please hit the thumbs up button, share this with your friends, leave a comment. Yes, don't forget to subscribe for more like this. I've got a range of material on this channel, from the umbrella term empowerment, health, and wellness. And so watching this channel is going to just make you better in terms of strengthening your mind, your body, your emotions, and your spirit. And I like everything that does that, that is intrinsically beneficial for people, whether it's at the holistic level, the scientific level, the metaphysical level, whatever it is, as long as it's bringing out the best in people and not harming anyone, then I stick it on this channel. And I've got a few talks from martial artists lined up here on the channel, several health experts, wellness experts coming in. And if you stay tuned and you check out some of the playlists that I've put together, you'll find that I've put everything in one place in terms of playlists on specific topics. So if you like the interviews, if you like that sort of material, there's a playlist for that. If you like Tai Chi, there's a playlist for that. If you like martial arts, there's a playlist for that. And if you like meditation, there's a playlist for that. It seems like meditation is suddenly getting a lot of views. So I'm looking at putting some more together. And again, let me know, drop me a comment, or if just message me directly, as quite a lot of you are, that's fine. That's essentially what prompted this video. So all the best and have a nice day. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, lift yourself up, lift up your level of positivity. Only you can do that. You know how to elevate yourself, because we're all unique and we're all built differently. And so there's not one system that works well for everyone.